look a mess right now, but I'm feeling creative, so I have to use this little bit of motivation that I have to make something and film and edit and post. So I was feeling so unmotivated to create anything. I've been trying for days to make quite literally anything, and I was struggling so bad. But my sister sent me this video, and I'll put the picture right here of this guy that made a giant payaso paleta. And if you don't know what that is, it's a Mexican like candy that I grew up eating with my sisters, and I love it to this day. To this day, if I see one at the store, I'll buy a couple of them. But I don't want to buy anything new, so I'm gonna try to make all of it with stuff that I have. So right now I don't have a plan, so let me come up with a plan and I'll be right back. Okay, some things that I found around the house. This pole is from an aluminum foil that I just got done using. Foam board that my wife had. I don't know why they had it, but it's mine now. Okay, I know you can't see my face right now, but I wanted you to see the board. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna center it. I'm gonna try to find the center and cut it in half. That way I can make 2 circles out of this, and I can put it in between the stick. I'm probably gonna have to like drown it in hot glue, but we'll go from there. Okay, it's actually 20 inches. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I think I found something. Okay, well, it's better than nothing, I guess. This should work. Okay, I feel like that's a circle. Hold on. I'm gonna erase all these because I can't tell which one is which. Okay, circle. Would it be a good size for this? I think so. I think it'd be a good size. I wish it was a little bit bigger, but it might be best for it to be that size because this is, if it has clay on it, it's going to be heavy. So I think I'm going to go with that size. Okay. Now let's try not to mess it up by cutting it. Did it cut through? It in fact did not cut through. Okay. Oh. Okay. We're gonna get boom, boom. I personally love this. I need to figure out how I'm gonna stabilize it in the middle. Okay, I have an idea. Let's find the width. It's like 1 1/4. Okay. This is what I'm gonna do. One and a quarter. Where'd my blank go? I think, so what I'm gonna do is, since now it's the same height, so now it's the same height, it'll be able to help the foundation. Yeah, I think so. Okay, so it's a little hot. It's enough to get some glue out. I remember in high school, my art teacher hated when I used hot glue. Miss Brown, if you're hearing this, I miss you. Now we need to hot glue our stabilizers. I'm not going any specific way. I'm gonna do them in triangles. That way it kind of gives it a little bit of more stability. I don't know what I'm talking about, honestly. Now I'm gonna put this on top of it. Perfect. Hot glue here. Hot glue here.
I mean, I feel like it's looking like it. Does it look like it? I love it already. I mean, it could be used as a fan. I gotta figure out how to, like, fill in the inside before I cover the outside with clay. Let me figure that out and I'll be right back. Okay, so I ran into some issues. I realized that this part, like, they fold too easily. So what I did is I got some that scrap that I put to the side. I cut it the same width and then I scored it so it looks like this. So then I'm just tucking it in between it, and I'm using a little bit of glue, tucking it in like this, and then I'll just go around the whole thing. And I think I'll only need 3, exactly 3. So I'm gonna glue those in place. I need to figure out how to make it 3D. I want to use clay, but I'm scared it's gonna get weighed down, and I'm scared it's gonna grow mold because of the humidity. Okay, after a very much needed call with my mom, she told me not to make it puffy or 3D. She's like, it's cute like that because it's lightweight. So she told me to just leave it how it is and then just kind of wrap it up. But I don't like the edges. Like, I don't like how my craftsmanship it doesn't look good. So I'm gonna figure out how to sculpt it so it's flat, and then that way I can paint it with the paint, obviously. So I'm gonna figure out how to do that, and then I will be right back. Okay, so I covered the sides with the painter's tape, and I do like how it looks now. So now I need to figure out how to cover this up. And then I started painting the base white because instead of figuring out how to fix that, I avoided the problem, of course. And for the tube, I'm not using anything expensive. I'm using this that I got. I think it came with like a little crafting kit that I've had for probably over a year now. So that's what I'm just gonna do. I'm just gonna paint the sides. It's just one coat, but because it's cheap paint, it's not gonna be very opaque. I think afterwards, I'm gonna go over it with some sealer. I don't think I have Mod Podge, so I might have to go to the store and get some, which sucks because I really don't want to have to go get anything. But if I can think of anything else, I will change my plan. So I covered the whole thing in masking tape. I lined up 2 pieces on my board, and when you line them up and I painted over them, you can't see the seams. So I'm hoping I can just paint it over it, because even when I hold it like this, you can't really see them because I lined them up perfectly. It doesn't have to look perfect because I'm making this just for myself. The reason why I started making this is because I love making like big food, and I've only made one thing, but I do want to make more. And I made a giant tomato when I was making the cosplay for Bob's Burgers. I'll put the picture right here. So now I wanted to make this, but now I figured out how to do it. So now I'm just gonna paint. I'm gonna put strips of painter's tape across, and then I'm gonna cut them out. I realized I should probably show at least a little bit of how I'm doing this. Okay, so I finished cutting it out. This is what it looks like right now. I'm loving this. I'm so freaking happy. So now I'm going to paint this part brown. I did go through my things, and I found a white. This is the white that I used to go over it again, because the cheap one was obviously cheap, so I was painting layers and it was not covering anything. I thought about it again, and I'm gonna go in with a base of white and then a brown. I'm gonna have a hard time matching it. This shade of brown, it's espresso bean and then earth brown. I think I might go with this one, or I might mix them. I might make my own brown. I will let you know.
It is now day 2 of working on the paleta. I ended up using espresso bean. It was the darkest brown I had. I had to do 2 coats on each side. It's looking really good. I'm very happy with it. So now I need to work on the little gummies, the little eyes and the mouth. I haven't figured out how I'm gonna do it yet. I do have this wire that I don't know where I got, and I made this. I figured I'm gonna just build on top of that and then go from there. I made these last night out of clay. Like, this is cute. Like, I think it's great, especially because if you look at the pictures on when you open it, the eyes will be like this, the mouth will be crooked. I think it's gonna end up looking great. They're still a little wet, so I'm gonna need those to dry out a little bit more. So I'm gonna be working on this. I don't know how much of this I'm gonna record because just making this last night took me like 40 minutes because I was so overwhelmed by it. I didn't know how to build it. But I have some ideas on how I'll work on it, so I'll try to record some of it, but probably not all of it. Okay, this isn't the most flattering angle, but I really don't care. I made the structure. I hot glued a bunch of tiny little like snippets to give it more structure. And then I'm using tape to go over it to kind of like just create it. I'll go back and I'll put like paper in here just to give it a little bit more stability, but that's where I'm at right now. I finished, well, not really, but the little mouth, I drenched it in hot glue. So I got the tape here. I drenched the top in hot glue. That's why it's like, looks like that. And then I smoothed it out with a wood burner that my friend gave me. Shout out to Gregory. So yeah, so now I'm painting it. I painted it white for a base coat, and then I'm going over it with this cheap red paint. It's gonna be multiple coats. I'm gonna need like, this is 2 and it's still very, you can see the under it. I need to paint these. They're a little bit drier now, so I think I might go ahead and paint them. I'll show you me painting these because I haven't shown you a lot of my process. Okay, I had to go to the store because I couldn't find a red to paint this with. Although like on camera it looks like so bright, but in person it is not. It is very dull. I went and I picked up this bright red. It was like 50 cents. I went and got Mod Podge because I didn't have any and I thought I did, but I didn't. So that way I can seal it in place. I'm gonna paint these and then I will show you me assembling them onto the actual paleta, which I'm so excited about because it's all coming together. Okay, I know this is a horrible angle, but just bear with me. I'm not waiting for this to dry. That's the only part for it to dry that has left to dry. But I am very impatient, so I'm going to glue it now. This is burning the fuck out of my finger, but I cannot drop it. Okay. No. No. Okay. Okay. But it's okay. I'm not mad about it. I think I'm just gonna paint over these little spots brown. Overthinking this whole thing. But see? Boom. All better. And then I'm just gonna touch up some areas. Like right over here. Okay, first I'm holding it up all the way with all the little things glued on there. Y'all, oh my god, I love it. I just want to
This is so freaking cute, and it's not centered, but it's fine because they look like this in the freaking packaging anyways. I love this. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to put this in my kitchen along with my tomato. Oh my gosh. Okay, how do I even wrap up this video? Thank you so much for watching me make this. It was definitely a journey, and there's some things that I should have recorded that I didn't, and I'm so sorry about that. Thank you for staying this long. If you have any suggestions, drop them down below. Again, still waiting for this to dry, so that's what it looks like, but I'm gonna paint over it again. But yeah, I'm very happy with my paleta. So, to the next one. Bye.